So we'll go to paper 2, October, November 2021. The first question says, describe 2 ways fatherhood has changed. Fatherhood, the father. So what has changed about being a father in the family? That is what the question is talking about. Do you get the question?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So the first thing I'm going to talk about is the development of new man. Why do we call them new man? We call them new man because they start being active in domestic responsibilities.
Domestic.
Responsibility. Yeah, they take care of the house chores too. Do you get the point? So here I go. Development of new man. Fathers have become active in home, including taking part in the daily child care. So these days, father also take care of the child. So that's fatherhood, how it has been changing. So we call them the new man. The second point, financial provider no longer, it's not like, oh, the father is it's all about bringing finance or bringing money to the family. It is not a good, being a good father does not only means that you are financially, you are financially responsible. It is more than being financially responsible. Do you get the point? Yeah, so financial provider no longer a measure of good fatherhood. So it is not just when you bring money home that makes you a good father. There are other aspects of it, aspects of the family that you have to take care of. Mm-hmm. Is it clear? Yes. So those are the 2 points about how fatherhood has changed over time. We'll go to the second question, right? It said, explain 2 reasons for the growth in family diversity. Why is there diversification in family? That means families have different and separate way of living. So what has caused this type of growth? So I said, do you get the point? Yes. Okay. So I wrote, growth in family diversity could be traced to the following. 1, people adopting different lifestyle depending on their needs. So family diversity has changed because these days I could choose to adopt a lifestyle that suits my interest. So I'm choosing this kind of lifestyle. Because this is what I feel I want to do. So nobody's going to stop me. So that causes diversification. Do you understand? So that means each family has different ways of living. Mm-hmm. Do you get the point?
Yeah. Okay.
The question says, growth in family diversity. So why is it that these days they are increasing the ways in which people choose to live their life? If families choose to live their life, you will become a family. You're going to have your nuclear family. So you have adopted a lifestyle. So that lifestyle you've adopted will go into the kind of family you're going to live. Mm-hmm. So that means the kind of family you're going to live might be different from the kind of family your brother is going to live, the kind of family your sister is going to live. So that is the point.
Maybe you can say it because of the classes.
Because of classes? Yeah, you can. Normally, when you are linking lifestyle, you can link it with class. You get it? Yeah. When you are linking lifestyle, you can link it with class. But here, the point is just that how is family living different ways? Unlike, having a stable or fixed culture or having a fixed lifestyle. No, families don't have a fixed lifestyle anymore. So I choose to go my path, you choose to go your path. Is it clear? Yeah. The second point, women valuing education, career freedom over having a family. So these days, women, they choose to have educational achievement, they choose to have a career. So this makes them to, don't think about being in a relationship or having a family at this point. So your sister might choose to not want to focus on marriage right now. Doesn't want to focus on having a family. She wants to focus on education. So you're like, but at this age I have got married. No, that is you. I choose this kind of life. So we are not supposed to live the same life. We are not supposed to have the same fixed family. Do you understand the point there?
Yes.
So women these days choose career over marriage. As a result, they have a separate way of living. Though you are from the same family, but because of the path they choose, in terms of education, in terms of career, it makes them different from you. So it takes them a long period of time before they get married. Do you get the point here now?
Yes.
Because marriage will bring up family. But now, she's not getting married now because she's focusing on education.
What here is talking about there is a family, but diversity.
Yeah.
So, but the point you put it is that mean that
Does the family
There is no
come without women?
yes, that's what I asked you.
We're going to talk about men, we're going to talk about women. We just talked about a man now, when they have interest on choosing a lifestyle that the woman has to live with. Now we have a woman here who chooses career and telling the relationship to stay old. So you're like, hey brother, why are you not getting married soon? Yeah, my wife is not ready yet.
Yes.
Did you get how it works there now? Okay. Any question about that? So we'll go to the question 2b. It said, explain two limitations to postmodernist views of the family. So when I talk about postmodernism is an approach that attempts to define how society has progressed to an era beyond modernization. Like how this life has moved, this society has moved beyond what we know about modernization. Oh, the modern life. Things has moved above it. That is post-modernization. The modern life is people are exposed to situation, right? People are exposed. Things are becoming easier for us to do. We know a lot of things. But post-modernism is talking about how the society has evolved beyond that modernization we are talking about. Do you understand? So you might link it to knowing more than what you know before.
How's this?
Yeah, I know sociology. I know sociology IGCSEs.
Yes.
Like we can say that is modernization. But post-modernization is knowing sociology A levels.
You mean
Knowing above, knowing more than what we think is the best.
Yes.
Do you get it? So what is the limitation about this? I wrote, the limitation about postmodernist views of the family are as follows. I said, it fails to recognize social structures such as social class and gender. So the first point about postmodernist is that it doesn't recognize that there is a structure through social class, especially gender. So modernization is above being a man or being a woman. That's what postmodernization is talking about. So it doesn't recognize that, oh, there's gender role. It doesn't recognize that there's social class. It's seeing beyond it. It's seeing more than that. Did you get the point?
Yes.
Because social class is talking about modernization too. It's more than. When we talk about how people move from one social ladder, from each social mobility, like you're moving from one ladder to another. That means you are in the middle class, now you are in the ruling class. You are moving. You are in the working class, you are moving above it. So that is still modernization. This in the industrial society. But when we see things beyond how they used to be or how they are right now, that is post-modernization.
Post.
Yeah, after modernization. Is it clear?
Yes.
2, by focusing too much on individualism, it underestimates the important common norms and values family have in life. So because we put so much, because it's modernization, it's post-modernization, we put much focus on individuals, how they live their life. So it's not like how the society has shaped you. It is about how you have come out in that society and become what you want to become. So, because that is what postmodernism will put focus on. It wants to talk about how you have evolved past the modern era. So, it's not going to talk about the old, because talking about the old is social. Do you understand the point?
Yes.
Postmodernization doesn't talk about social. It talks about individuals. So as a result, it doesn't recognize that individuals cannot be what they are without socialization. Do you get the point or not?
No.
Postmodernism focuses more on individualism. Individualism, yeah. So that means the focus is basically on how you have evolved past the modern stage, the modern era. So you are seeing beyond it. You see things not the way it is modernized, it is above it. So as a result of that, that sociological ideology focuses more on how individuals have evolved, how individuals have pulled out of that modern era. So, which means that it is not recognizing that the individual that pull out of that modern era belongs to a family. Did you get the point here?
Yes.
So last I wrote, I said, by focusing too much on individualism, it underestimates the importance of common norms in the family. So because you have choose to be above that era, we forget that before you become what you are becoming right now, you follow certain family norms and traditions,
Yes.
which would have been part of what shaped you to be this now. Do you understand the limitations here?
Yes.
Good. Now go to question 3. You said the main role of the family is ideological control. When we talk about ideological control, it means your ideology, how you see things. It is the role of the family to put you through how you must see things. Okay. So here I go. The main role of the family is ideological control based on the following is number 1. Family imposes sanction on children to teach socially expected behaviors and values. So, because we said there are ways you have to behave, there are ways you have to start thinking, there are ways you have to do, there are things you have to do that makes you to be part of this family. You have to represent this family well. So that means in the family, they will impose sanction. Sanction means punishment.